Hey guys, it's Tim from Bethany Church. If you're watching this video, you probably have some interest in possibly attending the mission trip this summer. We're headed to New Orleans, Louisiana, and the dates are June 24th to the 30th. We'll be down there continuing Hurricane Katrina relief, and we'll be partnering again with that organization down there called Team Effort. Now, the reason I'm making this video is not to give you a full rundown of what's going to be happening on the trip, as much as I want to tell you basically 5 key things that I want you to know before you apply for the trip. The first thing is that while we'll be doing physical labor down there, the work down there, we're going to be doing a lot of spiritual work as well. And I was sitting around thinking about the last couple of years, and we've just had a ton of free time. Now, we'll still have some free time, but we're going to really refocus the trip so that during that free time and other times, we're going to be doing spiritual work like devotions and prayer, discussion and journaling, things like that, so that at the end of the trip, yeah, we've served others, but we also want to be growing in a significant way closer to Jesus because we've been on this trip. So I'm letting you know that because if you just want to kind of go and bang nails or do roofing or do siding, the trip is way more than just that. There's a lot of spiritual focus, so you need to be open and really willing to engage in that. Second thing is fundraising. The trip is going to cost money. You have to raise the money, and I just want to be very clear that you need to raise the money. It has to be in by certain dates. So don't sign up and then think, oh, well, I don't have a whole lot of work to do until we actually get down there. There's a lot of money to raise, so you got to make sure you put in the effort to do that. And we'll talk, once the team is picked, we'll talk about more details of fundraising at those original or those first couple meetings. Next thing is I need you committed to the meetings and to the team. So we will have specific meetings that the team will get together and do team building and talk about Hurricane Katrina, talk about New Orleans, talk about different things. We're going to have a chance for us to learn some physical skills like, how to use a saw, how to use a hammer, how to do drywall, all that type of stuff, sheetrocking. That is going to be important that you're at those gatherings, those meetings, and they're not optional. So it's not like, well, I'll sign up, I'll get picked, and then I'll go on the trip. You really got to be at those meetings because they are vital to what we're going to be doing. The other thing is that I need you committed to the team. If you're on the team, you got to be part of the team. So you can't kind of go off on your own or be thinking, I've got one other friend who I really like who's going to go on the trip. We're going to go off and do our own thing. We're a team. We're doing this stuff together. So that's another thing. The next thing is work. When we're down there, we're going to work. Now, it's hot in Louisiana in the summertime, but as much as we'll be taking breaks to stay safe and not overheating and stuff, we need people to go down there and work and really put in an effort so we can serve the people who were so impacted by Hurricane Katrina a handful of years ago. So make sure that you're going in with the attitude of saying it's going to be tiring, but it's going to be awesome. We're definitely going to do the work. And the last thing is just an encouragement and a request of you. If you're going to go on the trip, I need you to really engage with what we're doing. So that means when we're in the team meetings, you're sharing, you're listening, you're talking, you're asking questions. When we're down there, you're working hard. When we're doing our devotionals or our journaling time, you're not just doodling, but you're actually doing the journaling or you're doing the devotionals. Now, I'm bringing all this up because as much as I want the trip to be a success for everybody, I want you to have the same attitude going in and saying, I want this trip to be successful for me, and the way it's going to be successful is by really engaging. So yes, we're serving people, yes, we're helping people, but we're also, in the bigger picture, trying to be the hands and feet of Jesus to these people who are in need, and also allowing Jesus to impact our own lives. So that's a little background for you, and I just wanted to make this video to say, hey, if you're thinking about the trip, you're not sure, maybe I'm going to apply, maybe I'm not going to apply, here's some information that will hopefully frame it for you. Now, we're going to be picking a team very soon, and then we'll have team meetings starting in early April, and we'll meet a bunch of times, and then we'll be headed down to New Orleans in the end of June. So I'm looking forward to the trip. I'm looking forward to the team that comes together. And if you feel like God's tugging on your heart or you got a desire to apply, then go ahead and do that. And maybe you'll be picked for the team to head to New Orleans this summer for our mission trip. Thanks, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.